You look good, sis. Like you're doing well. Financially.
Really?
Say,
She's naked.
spare me a few
She's in
credits
her
about my
underwear.
feet, do you?
She
You're
looks
hitting me up for
financially
credits.
wealthy like that?
I don't believe.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I just randomly started talking to Jolie and found out I can ask him this now. Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad.
You must have driven your mother mad.
Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me.
You're
of
right,
someone
except
else
that
I
they're
knew
not
ages
cute.
ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it
Yeah,
my fault
it
that
was.
some people are so
Thanks.
easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name.
You said I was annoying you
Force-whirled
before
around
you
him
annoyed
like a
me.
Hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Andor Vex. Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
So, there's some kind of hidden meaning in this, is what you're telling me.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
As boring as this story?
You know, if you keep interrupting, it will take even longer. Have you no patience at all? How did you get as old as you are anyway? I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now,
Pillage?
you've probably never heard
Nah,
of
the Force
Dimians,
doesn't do that.
But at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named
Dimians.
Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth.
That name sounds
Krat
familiar.
has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning. And that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor
didn't.
decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides...
You never
he's had
asked,
enough
"Don't you
and
know who I
begins
am?"
crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
So, what does that have to do with my original question?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
That was a waste of time. You and Jolie have talked a little bit about his past. You may continue the conversation in the future, perhaps once you have gained some more experience. Griff and Mission have been reunited. The Mission is still resentful about Griff deserting Hunters. Before he left, Griff just stopped by his regular supply shop and speak with him about a potential job. I will. I'm here anyways. So that was Jolie. Do you have anything more to say?
Statement. HK-47 is...
I like... No, I like him calling me Master. Don't make it weird.
affirmative.
Oh
if
boy.
you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Are you implying I'm inept?
Negatory. No, Master. You are not a droid, however, and therefore your skills are limited by the physical capabilities of your meatbag extremities, or some such.
Or some such. Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels.
Oh boy.
Now close the last
Crap.
panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master. Though it was
I thought it was
about
actually
to
gonna give me
supplication.
like options and
Perhaps
stuff.
it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master.
Yeah.
It seems to be going nowhere.
Very well.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
One of his eyes isn't glowing. I love the way he walks. What?
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coaches?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak.
2 old
Last
men
time I saw you, you were still
reuniting.
wandering the galaxy in that old tug.
I don't care about
I thought
this.
you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce him?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you've heard about Sunry?
Nope.
Oh, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's
What?
preposterous.
I know. Melora is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
Well, I am going to Manan still. We'll check into it.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Okay, so another reason to go to Manan. But first we have to finish up here. Finish up in Anchorhead and then in the Eastern Dune Sea and get that star map. And maybe after I get the star map, I'll even go back to the Enclave to show the Sand People my Crate Dragon Pearl, because I will inevitably be killing it. Oh, wait, where's the Zerk office? Right here. Alright, Griff. Let's see what you got for me. Oh, there you are. You teleported in.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see. Mission didn't come with you, I see. Oh, guess she's still mad at me.
No,
Well,
I just don't
it's
like
probably
her.
for the best. This job is more up your alley anyway.
Get to the point.
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of
I
course, now that Taurus is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
So you want to open a bar?
I know this guy. He's with the exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says
I think
he
I
can
still have some
synthesize
tack
it and
glands
reproduce it in
left
mass quantities.
from
Problem
Kashyyyk.
is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch. And now that Taurus is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
What's in this for me?
Sorry, like I said before, I don't have any credits on me, and Greta won't lend me any. I mean, it's like he doesn't trust me to pay him back or something. But you come through on this, and I promise you'll get a huge payday down the road. 3,000 credits. How's that sound?
Just for some tack glands? You got a deal.
Yeah,
I got nothing else to
I knew
do
you'd
with
come
them.
through for me. You won't regret
I'm
this.
ripping
You'll
him
see.
off.
Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Okay.
You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
Yeah.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Teresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. You know, once we synthesize this and start brewing Teresian ale in mass quantities, we're gonna be looking for some investors. You give me a couple of hundred credits,
Oh my
and I
God.
can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
You already promised me a few thousand credits.
Hey, don't worry, you'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Teresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
200 credits isn't much, and in the offhand that it works, it could be a big payoff, so here you go.
Wise move. I can see you really understand how business works. Now, when you see your chance, you jump at it, huh? That's my motto. I better get started on brewing that ale. Meet me back here later, and I'll have a down payment on what I owe you.
Sounds good. I'll be back after my main quest on this planet. HK, you're in my way. Ha, that rhymed. HK, you're in my way, wait. Now then. Guess there's nothing else for me to do except go to the Eastern Dune Sea now that I have a map, so... Oh, I wonder if Iziz is still here and if I can tell him that I did not rescue his friends. Or maybe I can rescue them after I get the crate... Is that an earthquake? Or maybe I can rescue him after I, or rescue them after I get the Crate Dragon Pearl. Whoops, wrong place. This way. Because, you know, the Sand People will respect me as one of their own or whatever. Maybe not quite, but they'll at least respect me more. Eh. Let me out.
Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it until I get to the Eastern Dune Sea. Maybe kill some raids along the way. So thanks for watching. See you next episode.